In this video, we're going to discuss installing the local agent into a Windows environment. Prior to beginning, you will need to download the local agent from Environment Connect and make sure it's on the server that you intend to install it on. Also, if this Windows installation resides on a virtual environment, you will need to make sure you've enabled nested hypervisors in that environment. We do provide instructions in the manual for VMware and Hyper-V, so if you're in this instance, please consult the manual. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we'll need to do is we'll need to verify that the operating system can support running Hyper-V. So we will run the system info command to generate the report. And what we're looking for is the Hyper-V requirements section. So you'll come down here and you should see something like this. This will tell you that you can run Hyper-V. The next thing that we'll have to do is we will have to set the execution policy on the server. The agent does need to run a couple of PowerShell scripts. So we will need to set that to all signed. We'll go ahead and accept. We can check the policy by running get execution policy, and you'll see that it is now all signed. So after we've completed that, we'll go ahead and we'll run the install file. And we should get a menu that looks like this. The first thing that's going to happen is when we click Start, Connect is going to run some prerequisite checks, and you will see the status of each one as it goes through. All right, now that it's gone through and it's passed, we'll go ahead and select Next. And this is our network configuration section. So depending on your server, you do have the option to use 1 NIC or 2. The Enable Broadcast Discovery Scan. So Connect allows a broadcast discovery to go out and find factory fresh devices. If you uncheck this box, you will be unable to do that from the software. We do support setting up a static IP or using DHCP. Just one note, if you do set up a static IP address, that IP address has to be something different than the server that you are running the agent on. So we'll go ahead and just do enable DHCP. We'll click next. The default gateway and the DNS information is pulled in automatically, so we will just verify that this is correct, and then we'll do next. Once the agent is ready, you'll be prompted to set it up in the cloud, so you can go ahead and click the link. If you run into issues, because maybe you have a different default browser, you can open up a browser and then just paste the link. You'll log in with your credentials. Go to Equipment, Local Agents, Add. And then you'll enter the code. You can give it a name, and you'll click Save. It will go out and register in the cloud then, which now the installation process will automatically begin. This may reboot your computer, so just be aware. This could take some time also, but once this completes, you will be prompted with confirmation that it has been installed. So now we will wait for the install to complete. All right, as I mentioned, we did have a server reboot, so we are back after we have completed install. One item to note, installation can take 10 to 15 minutes depending on your system, as there is a need to install some prerequisites. Once the install completes, you will see this confirmation. Now it will take up to 10 minutes for this local agent to sync to the cloud and become active in Connect. Once you're complete, go ahead and click Done, and you should be monitoring that equipment in no time.